On January 11th, 2024, the United States, along with the United Kingdom and other coalition allies, finally struck back against the Iranian-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen. The air, sea, and subsurface strikes come just 2 days after the Houthis launched the largest and most sophisticated attack on the Red Sea since the beginning of the current crisis. During that January 9th attack, the U.S. and British naval forces, including the destroyers USS Gravely, USS Laboon, USS Mason, and HMS Diamond, along with aircraft from the USS Eisenhower, successfully intercepted 18 one-way attack drones, 2 anti-ship cruise missiles, and an anti-ship ballistic missile. Now, the United States, along with our British allies, have retaliated in force. For the first time since this crisis began, Houthi targets inside Yemen have been attacked. While the details are still vague and will be trickling in over the coming days, what we do know is that dozens of Houthi targets were struck. The total coalition forces involved are unknown, but current sources are citing at least 4 Eurofighter Typhoons from the Royal Air Force, at least 15 FA-18 Super Hornets from the USS Eisenhower, the submarine USS Florida, and unknown number of destroyers. As more information comes out, these numbers are bound to fluctuate. The targets, according to U.S. Central Command, were radar systems, air defense systems, and storage and launch sites for one-way attack unmanned aerial systems, cruise missiles, and ballistic missiles. According to Air Force Central Command, over 60 Houthi targets at 16 different locations were targeted. They report that over 100 precision-guided munitions were used, including Tomahawk missiles. While damage assessments won't be known for some time, video footage shows at least some extent of serious damage that was done. All reporting so far also indicates no U.S. or coalition losses or equipment damage from the operation, but our forces are still in harm's way. Despite these strikes, it's unlikely that the Houthis' entire arsenal of drones and missiles has been destroyed. It's also highly unlikely that these strikes alone will end their attacks on the Red Sea. It's almost certain they will try again. But the real question is if there will be additional retaliation from U.S. and coalition forces if they're attacked again. We also must be mindful of any possible retaliation elsewhere in the region against U.S. forces, such as in Syria or Iraq. I also want to quickly mention another incident that occurred on January 11th that has been overshadowed by these strikes. Earlier in the day, the Iranian Navy seized an oil tanker in the Gulf of Oman. The tanker, the St. Nicholas, had been loaded in Iraq before leaving to head to Turkey. At some point, the vessel was approached by an Iranian helicopter that dropped a team on board that seized the ship before redirecting it towards Iran. It's yet another incident that further destabilizes the region. While we wait and see what happens next after these strikes against the Houthis, I'll be sure to stay on top of things and update you as soon as possible. In the meantime, go follow me on Twitter at Today's History 13, and I'll see you on the next one.